So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
A first down throw for Prescott.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he's out right at the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Play action now. Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pushes him over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Robert Tunyon.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. The point after is good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On play action, Prescott. Bryant has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second and very short, Mahomes. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Mahomes firing complete, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll run with Gibson. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. Nope.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out,
and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Cowboys 7. McPherson sets the kickoff.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Prescott off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Room to run inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A Big connection on that one. 32 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Prescott now from the 50. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
35 to Mike. All right, 47.
Prescott looks to throw on first, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
35 to Mike. I'm coming after you.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Mahomes to throw once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And again, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
35 to Mike. Come on, lady. Come get some.
On 2nd and inches, Prescott. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
35 and under. Mike 35.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. It's caught left side by Cooks. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? To the air again, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Muscles him off. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. That's out to the flat for Gibson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown! That's caught. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, Prescott flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Let's go. 48 spot. In your face.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I'm trying to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw, Prescott. Steps away to his left. Touchdown, Cowboys! Robert Tonyan, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Dak. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ballgame. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Mahomes will throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because
he's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However,